Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stock market show. Let's talk about Apld stock. So we're going to do due diligence. We have not done due diligence in a while. We've been just talking about the charts. So I'm going to pull up Apld, Apld stock trading view financials. And we're also going to look at the Apld Yahoo Finance. So it hit our price target, right? If you guys recall, I said, hey, this is going to go to 25. It's going to go to 25. That's my price target. I can even show you the proof to the people who think I'm like, because there's always going to be new people watching this. So let's just show him that Shades knows what he's talking about. Let me find it real quick, and I'm going to type in Apld. And it looks like it's lagging. Is it lagging? No, it's not lagging. It's not lagging. All right, so let me pull it up. I'm just talking to Trucker Jeff here. He was going to go on vacation, but not happening now. Unfortunately for him. Apld press releases. Where's the press releases? So we're going to look at the due diligence here. Because some of you need confidence, and that confidence comes from knowing what the company actually does and any press releases that they've put out there. So I had to cancel the trip and rental. I understand it, but I was in a bad mood from yesterday. I'm going to reply in a little bit, Jeff. Let me just... Okay, so Apld stock made so many videos, especially back in March. I was telling people, like, this is a buy. This is a buy. It's going to go to 25, in my opinion. It's also a good long-term hold for 20. Here it is. I think this one has the, sell target of 15? Yeah, I think I upped it as time went by. Apld, 15... Wow, it went past... Did I just keep saying 15? I'm pretty sure I said 25 at some point, no? Yeah, so at some point in July, I was like, this is going to go to 25. So, yeah. We were on top of this one for a while. It was, it's just, you just got to hold. You just got to be willing to hold for that 25. So, it hit 25. It's looking good, right? We look at the chart, hit 25 on the dot, and went to 30. Then it's pulling back today quite a bit. So... At some point, it's going to fall down to the purple line, which is going to take a while anyways. But, yeah, I would wait at this point. Wait for it to come down nice and cheap. Buy it, but when it's really cheap, buy when it's discounted. And don't chase highs because you never know when you're going to be holding the bag. Where this might be the top, we don't know. But the market right now just started bleeding out. As you can tell by the left-hand side, everything's just bleeding now. When the party has to end at some point. You never know when it's going to end, right? You never know where the top is going to be. So, rest in peace. Give the salute to the idiots who clearly are probably bought at 27, 28, 29, 30, thinking it's going to go to 100. Salute them. They're dumb. They're the reason you can sell at the top to someone. They're the reason you get they're the reason you can sell to someone because they're the ones buying up here. People always ask me, who buys these tops? I don't know. It's not me. I don't know who it is, but they can have fun holding the bag. So, you're already better than you think at trading. You're already better than most by watching this channel and following every play that I give you. Especially because I actually have the balls to put on the thumbnail, buy here under 10, sell at 25, sell at 15. Like, I know, not only do I tell you where to buy, I also give you the price targets. And we have a 90% plus win rate right now this year. It's been great. It's been great. So patreon.com/shades and trades if you want to join the Discord. Now let's go into the financials because we already know the chart is way extended. So now we have to play the waiting game and wait for it to come all the way down. But let's start with Apld financials, the total revenue, right? Total revenue is all that matters. We only care about what kind of revenues they are bringing in year over year, quarter to quarter, because the more demand there is for their service/product, the more we're going to see the revenues climb. That's just classic. That's just running a business 101, right? If you run a business and you're making, you go from $0 to $20 to $40, $80. I mean, you're obviously getting more and more demand for that product/service. But if at some point it starts tanking and instead you go from making 100 million to 30 million, I mean, something's obviously wrong there. There's a big problem. But that's not the case with Apld, as you can see. COVID 2020, whatever, zero revenue, 8.55 million in revenue. Then a huge explosion in 2022, 55 million. Then jumped to 136 million, then 144 million. Let's look at the quarterly time frame and see 52, 38. So their revenues are still climbing quarter versus quarter. So yeah, there's nothing to be concerned about here. Nothing to be concerned about here with Apld in terms of demand for their product / service, because that's what we're looking at. That's why we're focused on the revenue. So there's your due diligence there for that. Let's look at the most recent press releases, because some people forget, man. They're so focused on, big numbers going up. They're so focused on the charts. Oh my God, numbers. Oh my God, numbers. Big numbers. People love, Call of Duty because big numbers, right? I killed someone. Woohoo, 100 points. I just leveled up. Woohoo, from level 1 to 2. Like, people love that stuff, but people forget to do the due diligence. That was tough to say. To do. It's time to duel, but no, the due diligence. People forget to do the due diligence. Okay, the due diligence is important. So we'll go over that one. We'll go over this one. And October 9th, we have first quarter conference, October 9th. So was that 2 days from now? And so you can see right here, they got a lot going for it. So let's go over. That's a lot of due diligence right here that we have to go over. We got to go over these. We got to go over these so you can remember why you're buying it, why you're holding it, and why you want to buy it when it gets cheap. So Apld, a designer, builder, and operator of next-gen digital infrastructure designed for high-performance computing and data centers hosting. So we already knew that. I just wanted to make sure, because there's some new people who might look at this video and be like, oh, what's Apld? Why is this guy talking about it? All right, so let's look at the revenues up 41% from previous year, 38 million. Yeah, they're doing fine on the revenues. We already went over that. Announced 250, I assume that means milliwatt AI data center leases with CoreWeave in North Dakota over the approximately 15-year lease. And they anticipate generating about $7 billion in contracted revenue. Released white paper AI Factory, a case study of total ownership explaining the site selection in regions like Dakota. Data center design choices can significantly reduce the long-term cost of generative AI infrastructure. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else I need to be concerned about? The North Dakota data center, $7 billion in contracted revenue. Okay, we already went over that. Building on the momentum from these leases and the surging demand for AI infrastructure, we're actively marketing our multi-gigawatt pipeline to a diverse group of customers. We've reduced projected build times from 24 months to 12 to 14 months. Is that it? I don't think I see anything else that I'm looking for anything that we should be, any potential hint. Because sometimes some companies, they like to kind of give you like the wink, right? Like, hey, wink, there's a catalyst coming. They don't say it outright, but they'll kind of like, hint at it. I don't see anything else here. Cloud, I don't care about cloud. Okay, so there's nothing more to look at there. Let's continue here. So the AI factory based in Harwood scheduled initial operations in 2026 with full capacity in early 2027 as Apld expands in North Dakota to meet surging demand for compute power. So we're just getting started. We're just getting started. We're not even in 2026 or 2027. So we're just getting started, guys. At least in terms of the company itself and what it's doing. I'm not talking about the numbers on the charts. We're focused on what the company is doing. Again, I know I rarely do due diligence, but I think it's very important to do it so you understand why this is behaving the way it is, why it moved the way it did, and why you should buy when it dips. When it dips back to the purple line. That's what I'm going to do. You can do what you want, of course. Let's go here. I think we already read about that. October 9th, conference call, October 9th. Financial results. Okay, so October 9th is going to be fun. Either it's going to tank or it's going to rocket. That's going to be interesting. I don't like playing the 50-50 coin flip. I will gladly wait until after the dust settles. This has nothing to do with Apld, it seems. What is this? Apld execute first funding milestone in 5 billion AI infrastructure partnership. All right, I'm not going to read all this because it's kind of just sums it up. Partnership, 5 billion AI infrastructure, those are the keywords. That's what I look for. By the way, when I read these, I don't read the whole thing. I'm just looking for keywords. Like this, these are the keywords right here. 5 billion, that's a big number, right? AI, infrastructure, partnership. That's all you need to know. So there's your due diligence. We know it's way extended. Wait for it to come down nice and cheap. With earnings coming out, that's going to be fun. We're going to analyze that. We'll see if it explodes or if it comes down. We'll see what happens. But historically speaking, here it gapped up on earnings. Did it gap up here? No. This is earnings here. It gapped down, and then it was just a sideways day for this earnings. Then this earnings here, what happened? It just kind of went nowhere. Yeah, it went nowhere here. It again, it just kind of. It doesn't get like a massive explosion, is what I'm trying to say. Here's another. It didn't go anywhere either. Yeah, so as you can tell right now, historically speaking, on earnings, it kind of just doesn't do much of anything. If this thing does anything, it'll probably, I'd be shocked. Because historically speaking, as I just showed you, it just kind of doesn't really do much. Like here's a gap down, but that's about it. If it gaps down, fine. We already did the due diligence in this video. We know what's coming in 2026, 2027, and beyond. So why would we be scared if it drops on earnings? So I believe this is a buy. Long-term hold, 5 to 10, for 5 years, from 2025 to 2030. I think we can see this at 50 plus for sure, because we got plenty of years ahead. But if you're looking to swing it for 100% plus, you're going to have to wait for this to come down cheaper. I'll alert it if you're in the Discord. We just got to be patient. So there you go. Those are my thought process. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on people who want to hold it long term. $50 price target long term, the next 5 years. And looking for the short swing, we're going to have to wait for it to come down a little cheaper because this is still near the top. It would be silly of me to be like, hey guys, we're buying now at 26. Hope it works out. Hopefully we're not buying the top. Screw that. Let's just wait for it to get cheap.